Hello, my name is Crystal and I work for the Kadena American Red Cross in Okinawa, Japan. Let's talk about germs. They are icky and super small. Germs can be found everywhere, especially on your hands. We pass germs by sneezing, coughing, and sharing food. So come along with me and my friend Scrubby Bear. We are going to teach you to wash your hands properly with soap and water.
Wet, wet, wet your hands, use a squirt of soap. Scrub, 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 rinse and dry them both. Wet, wet, wet your hands, use a squirt of soap. Scrub, 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 rinse and dry them both. Wet, wet, wet your hands, use a squirt of soap. Scrub, 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 rinse and dry them both.
How do we get clean and germ-free? Wash your hands. When is a good time to wash hands? Before and after eating, after playing, or whenever they are dirty. Other ways to stay healthy and germ-free are taking a bath and brushing your teeth. Now let me tell you a story. Scrubby Bear lived with his mother and father, just around the corner from Kadena Elementary School. They were a happy family that loved to do things together. One Saturday morning, Mama Bear made porridge for her whole family. While waiting for breakfast, Scrubby Bear took a nice warm bath, brushed his teeth, and put on fresh clothes. When he came down to eat the porridge, it was off the stove and too hot to eat. While the family waited, they went for a short stroll in Merrick Park. They arrived home safe and hungry. When they got to the kitchen, they found spoons in each of the bowls of porridge. Papa Bear's bowl had been stirred. Mama Bear's had been spilled. Scrubby Bear looked quite shocked. He had nothing left in his bowl but germs from sharing his food. Scrubby Bear looked around the room and saw dirty tissues everywhere. Ew! Germs! All over our home! While Mama and Papa Bear checked the kitchen, Scrubby Bear picked up the dirty tissues and carefully put them in the trash. Touching these dirty things can make me sick. He washed his hands and sang,
Wet, wet, wet your hands, use a squirt of soap. Scrub, 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 rinse and dry them both. Wet, wet, wet your hands, use a squirt of soap. Scrub, 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 rinse and dry them both. Wet, wet, wet your hands, use a squirt of soap. Scrub, 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 rinse and dry them both.
Scrubby Bear turned to his Mama and Papa and asked, "Who could have spread all these germs?" Finally, sound asleep on Scrubby Bear's bed, they discovered the intruder. It was Pigletta Pig. "What are you doing here, Pigletta?" She woke up and she began sneezing and coughing. Scrubby Bear handed her tissues to cover her sneezes and coughs. "Do you cover when you sneeze and cough?" Mama Bear took charge and called Pigletta's mother, who came right over. As Pigletta's family walked home, Mama and Papa and Scrubby Bear headed inside to wash up and finally eat their breakfast.
Wet, wet, wet your hands, use a squirt of soap. Scrub, 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 rinse and dry them both. Wet, wet, wet your hands, use a squirt of soap. Scrub, 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 rinse and dry them both. Wet, wet, wet your hands, use a squirt of soap. Scrub, 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 rinse and dry them both.
Now let's recite the Scrubby Bear Pledge. I promise to keep my hands clean at all times and to remember, don't get sick, wash up quick. American Red Cross and Scrubby Bear care about you, so don't get sick, wash up quick.